Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day I'm achieving the 10,000 subscriber milestone. So huge thank you to all of your support all the time. As Christmas and the New Year is in the next 2 weeks, I decided to do a holiday special events for this community. So the other day I set up a poll in my community post to see what kind of content best interests you. So I see a couple of votes towards the makeup tutorial. So in today's video, I'm going to do a makeup tutorial plus a stylish matching for the glamour look in the upcoming holidays. So in today's video, I'm going to record how I do my makeup and the dress up in a step-by-step fashion. So the whole video is going to take 25 to 30 minutes. So to best use your time, I'm going to record the description of each step and the corresponding timeline so you can easily find the content that you're most interested in. So right now I'm still in my pajama, but usually the step number 1 prior to any makeup on my face is to determine the main color for my clothes or dress up so that I can easily match the tone or the color basis for my whole eye makeup and the lipstick. So let's just change the clothes. So now I determined to do a warm holiday glamour look for today's video. So that's why I pick up this warm tone kind of pinkish cashmere to determine the overall tone of my makeup. So let's get started. Before I put on any of makeup product on my face, I intend to wash my hands thoroughly to clean out all the bacteria. I'm kind of a germ freak, if you will, but I really wanted to keep my face kind of to minimize the bacterial infection, whatever, to minimize the breakout to my best capacity. So in winter times, the skin tends to dry out very fast. So to keep my makeup lasting longer, I intend to use this Cle de Peau correcting cream veil before the foundation. And each time I'm using this only kind of what do you call it, the pea size, or even not even pea size kind of amount on my face. And this is just a small amount of veil or a small amount of the primer can really help a lot in keeping all those foundation sitting nicely on your skin. So I will pay attention to the surrounding area of my eyes and towards my nose and the mouth. Those areas are tending to be dry out faster, or kind of the makeup fall out faster than the other areas. So really for this type of primer, don't overuse it. The small, like pearl size, will work just fine. So before I apply any foundation towards my face, I will firstly apply the concealer under my eyes because I have very serious dark circle and puffiness. So I will apply 2 shades of the concealer. So step number 1 is this Cle de Peau concealer stick. This is shade number 4 Almond. It has an orange kind of shade, coloring correcting kind of purpose. The orange will neutralize the black and the purplish kind of color. So I will gently use my small little finger to blend this concealer under my eyes. And after I finish the concealer under my eye, I will go ahead and apply this foundation, the Suqqu Extra Rich Glow Cream Foundation, towards my face. And again, this guy here, I just utilize the pea size kind of amount towards my face, because usually my preference would be a more natural looking and kind of the nudish makeup, if you will. So I intend to use less amount of either the liquid foundation or cream foundation on my face. Now I'm using the Baremineral kabuki brush to dispense the foundation towards my face. So this kabuki brush is very convenient to carry with me during travel, and it's very comfy to use and effective as well. So within maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute, it can give you a nice finish on your face. You can see the difference, right? Now I'm more like shiny or glowy, if you will. And it has a medium coverage, so usually it will still see, you can see here the dark spot here, and but the medium coverage generally serving my face because I have very little blemish on my face. Now after the liquid foundation, I go ahead and apply the second concealer under my eyes because I have the puffiness issue, and sometimes it will, I guess my application strategy would be use my little finger and to point correct that fine line under my eyes. So again, not overdo the concealer because otherwise it will have the caked outlook. Which is defeating the purpose, by the way. You can see these two different have different packaging because they are coming from the different year or different generation, and the shade are different. This is Almond, this is Ivory. So I do use both color or both shades for my eye issue, and now it looks bright and without any darkness, so I can go ahead and put the setting powder under my eyes. So for my eyes, I usually use this Makeup Forever kind of the highlighter. I think that's initially a highlighter, but then, you know, I generally utilize that under my eyes to make my eye contour looks more brighter. So I do want to highlight the importance of the skincare product before the makeup, because you do need the good moisturization of your eye area and your face. Otherwise, later on, the makeup wouldn't last for a long time and it wouldn't give you that glowy kind of finish. So that's why, you know, you do have to pay attention to the skincare product before you do any makeup. So now the eyes looks bigger and brighter even without any of the eyeshadow. So in winter times, I tend not to put on any of the setting powder towards my face, only because it's very dry already, and the setting powder is trying to absorb all the oil and the moisture on your face. So I think that works better in the summer times. At least that's the case for me. So the next step for me is to put up the eyeshadow and the blush and everything. So for the eye makeup, I'm using the Dior 5-color eyeshadow palette as shown here. The shade is 889, the Reflection. I think this palette is newly issued this year in the fall as a limited edition. So previously in my other video, I did a tutorial on the other shade, which is Mirror, I believe. And you know, so for today's video, I'm going to show how I apply different color story for the holiday look. The main color here is the red one in the middle. So I'm going to show you how I apply that to match the color of my cashmere sweater. So first, I'm going to use this Real Technique eyeshadow brush to apply this red color on my eyelid. So usually I will work towards the maybe closer look here. So work towards the eyelid and work in the upwards fashion to blend in the color. So this way the reddish color will be the most intense towards my eyelashes, and I can apply several times towards the outer part of my eyelids and work inwards to give a gradient look of the color. And again, usually I will prefer more of the natural look, as I said many times, so I don't want to do as intense eye color as other YouTubers did. Maybe this is just my preference, not the right or wrong, but it's just I guess different finish or eyeshadow look. This is intense already. So now let's just create the kind of color gradient, if you will. And I'm going to now apply this left corner, which is more like mauve, pink / purple-ish color. This color is very representative of the fall and the winter time. It kind of resembles the color of the maple when it started to fall and they have that brown dark kind of purplish color. Now I'm working towards the lower lash line. And now I'm going to blend with the eyeliner color, which is the darkest on this plate. It's the dark brown. And this color I'm going to apply very gently towards the upper lid, close to my lash line, and then only added a little bit towards the outer eyelid. So this already give you a, I guess, a deep so you can see the color difference here. I added more layer towards the outer part of my eyelid and gently move it towards the inner corner. So sometimes I see other YouTubers, they are kind of putting this darker. So now you can already see the difference or the color gradient from the inner part of my eyelid towards the outer part. And now I'm going to apply the highlighter towards my eyelid to create even more layers of the color shades. So I'm going to use my fingers instead of the eye brush. So I'm going to apply towards the middle of my eyelid. And this is a typical champagne kind of the goldish highlighter. And then just blending it nicely with the rest of the eye color shades. And same thing towards the lower eyelid. And usually I will apply this towards the middle of the lash line. As you can see, maybe clearly here. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. To get rid of all these colors out of the line. So now there's a clear cut after that. And then I'm going to apply the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner towards my lash line. So now the eyeliner is there. And you probably noticed that I don't do anything towards my eyebrow yet because I have this nice natural eyebrow. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy. So I don't usually do anything about it. But I still have this purchased this Benefits eyebrow pencil. I think that one is has a lot of good review, but I end up not using it at all. Probably just a little bit of the brushing or combing from this the eye brush pencil. So I'm just to make things more in line. So the eye makeup will pretty much be set. And now let me further work on my blush and lipstick. And the next step, I usually put on the Benefit Classic Dandelion blush. And I'm using this e.l.f. contour blush. So this is a light pink, very girlish, and give you a subtle finish on your contour. So again, this is just my favorite because it will give you a natural look. By putting on this subtle shade on my cheek, it gives me a subtle look and younger look. So probably you can see the difference, right? Just a little bit on this, and you won't overdo it because this color shade is so light and pinkish. So immediately it's making you look like a 5-year younger, and it's giving you a petite kind of feeling or vibe. Okay. Now the last step of my facial makeup is a lipstick color. So I wanted to match the color of my sweater, so I picked this Shiseido Rogue lipstick, which has the color red 311. The shade name is Crime of Passion, so it has a bright pink, which matches exactly my color. So it has a creamy kind of texture, so it's perfect for the winter use. Okay, I think that's done. So I don't usually put on any mascara, so this is to me as a, I guess, the optional step, but I know usually people will put on this as a must-have. So maybe for today's demo purpose, I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara to complete this makeup. So now with all the facial makeup finished, I'm going to the next step, which is to fully gear up to complete my winter look. I'm adding on the cashmere scarf to give the further holiday Christmas look. Of caramel cashmere coat is really classic, and I think it's a must-have in the winter times. Adding this will give you a more chic look and that kind of the warm holiday glamour as well. So that color is matching the color of my loafers. And you can see totally I have 3 colors from the top to bottom. So the red, the caramel, and the jeans. So totally 3 colors. I think the general rule of thumb is not to exceed 3 colors overall from your head to your toe. So now I'm completing my glamour look, but you know, there's one thing you can also add on to the holiday look by adding one kind of one piece of the bag or other kind of ornament towards your apparel.
Let me show you how.
So this is the scoop. This is from the Burberry handbag, and I like it because the color goes well with my caramel cashmere coat. And this type of color is representative of the fall, winter type of the color shade as well. So I think this one, color-wise, I like it. And it's just to add on more kind of fashion or styling touch for your complete look. But otherwise, you will look great with or without this luxury bag. So that's pretty much it for today's glamour holiday look. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and find it fun and interesting to watch. And don't forget to vote for the content you're most interested in and let me know. I'll try to incorporate them in my next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.